Good morning everyone, I am Khor Seng, entry number 253933. I'm from STIJ3134 Network and System Security, Group A. Today I will like to present my assignment 2, which is the cybersecurity related law in Malaysia.
So the first one is the cybercrime. Cybercrime is the entire issue that always dominate the news. This is because the cybercrime have the stronger relationship between the cybersecurity. The cybercrime can pose the higher threat to the global international of company, such as bank and government. It's also even exposed to an individual information and privacy. Nowadays, organization of cybercrime far outshadow known hacker of the past. The cybersecurity is used to provide the protection on and network connection system, such as hardware, software, and data from the cyber attack. In computing context, security comprise of cybersecurity and physical security. Two of the security are used by the company to prevent the unauthorized access to the data center and other computer system. Information security is used to protect the preserve the privacy, rightness, and the accessibility of the data in the subcategory of the cybersecurity. The first one of the law that related with the cybersecurity is the Communication and Multimedia Act year 1998, also called as the CMA. CMA is the measure of the cyber law in our country, which is Malaysia. The CMA regulate lot of the licenses such as content application service provider, network application service provider, and the network service provider. It also provides the service on some various activity performed. The aim of CMA is to assure the safeness of Malaysia and the dependability and the brightness of the network. The second one is the Copyright Act at the year 1997. This law is usually perceive the copyright involving the commercial, confidential, intellectual property in equipment of data. If any technical conversation gauge is applied whichever of copyright, is a crime that below law of the copyright to the circumvent such as the technical conversation. No human can provide the technology or equipment that permit for the circumvention of such technical conversation measure. The person that fail or no compliances to comply the provision will constitute a crime and a fine of not more than 2,500,000 or less may be imposed on the guilty person. It also can be prison for no more than 5 years or both. The third one is a computer crime at the year 1997. It's a law that regulate the crime related to the computer abuse. This law was came into the force on the on June 20. Provide a several computer related crime. It involves inter-area and authorized access to the computer material and authorized access to other crime and the unauthorized modification of computer content. It also provides the facilitating investigation to enforce the provision of the law. The next one is the digital signature at the year 1997. This is a law that regulates the digital signature and stipulate matter related to the digital signature. This law came into influence on the 1st October in year 1998. It is a law that promotes the development of the e-commerce by providing the secure and online trading channel through the use of digital signature. This law supplies a skeleton for the licensing and supervising of the certification body and provide legal recognition for digital signature. The last one is the Personal Data Protection Act at the year 2010. It's also called as the PDPA. This is the law that adjusts the process of personal data per commercial business due and susceptible and can be used to everyone of person of individual who deal with and control or authorizes the processing of any individual data related to the commercial business deal. Within the scope of cybersecurity, the most relevant PDPA principles are the security principles such as need of to take suitable technical skill and organization security measure to avoid the unauthorized of illegal processing of the personal data or occasional loss, abuse and elevation or unauthorized revelation of the personal data. The PDP Commissioner was enacted supporting registration under the PDPA, including the related law of the regulation of the year 2013 and the PDPS of year 2015, which is a specific set of the requirements for the prospective data user security stand. Yeah, thank you. That's it. My presentation.